right, everybody, so listen. So now, today, I want to really discuss. I'm trying to think what I want to discuss. I kind of want to do these on the fly. Let's discuss the dangers of having too much Jupiter energy inside of the birth chart. Yes, too much Jupiter energy inside of the birth chart. Y'all probably like, hold up, but isn't that the planet of luck and fortune? Yes, but the thing about it is, it ain't say it was the planet of good luck and good fortune. It's just the planet of luck and fortune. Now you got to understand that shit can be bad or it can be good. And you see what I'm saying? See, astrology in and of itself, and like I said, I'm a Vedic practitioner more than anything. But in Vedic astrology, you got to understand, y'all. Listen, I have very different perspectives about things. Jupiter, but you might say, but hey, Jupiter is, I looked it up, Rex. Jupiter, or I've learned it, which you probably learned incorrectly. Jupiter is the great benefic or whatever the fuck. I'm like, yes, it is the planet that bestows luck and bestows wisdom. But the thing, what you got to understand of this is that it never told you if it was good or bad. Real talk, right? It's a lot of wise, evil, villain type of people out here. Look at corporate America. Look at the governmental structures. I mean, damn near everywhere, right? It's always somebody who wise enough to know how to stay in power and rule over shit and control people. And you know what I'm talking about? They stay in power. Like, you see what, like, they use their smarts and wisdom for that shit. So no, Jupiter's the planet of luck. Jupiter's the planet of fortune, right? But I really want to hone in on that. So it's also the planet of philosophical wisdom, right? So this thing about it is, if you have too much Jupiter energy in a more negative or ill aspected manner, what you have to understand about that shit is this: Jupiter can cause you to kind of be like in a sort of delusion, right? You have so much positivity to something because you believe, you're so optimistic about a certain thing or a certain situation that you forget the reality of like the limitations. You see what I'm saying? Because Jupiter is still a planet of what? Expansion. Expanding, making things bigger, right? So what you have to understand is this: is that what happens when it makes things bigger, and remember, it's luck. What happens when it makes things bigger and expand, and it's not for the good fortune or it's not for the good luck? That shit gonna be in the reverse order, right? So I'm gonna give you a prime example. You got some people who think, you know what? Hey, listen, I know this is something extremely, extremely dangerous, life-threatening, but I just feel like I can do it. You want to know? I'm gonna give you a prime example. There have been some YouTubers, I believe, that have lost their lives from like doing that building parkour jumping stuff on the top of roofs of buildings and shit. They was diehard confident people until they met a tragic end. Look up some rock climbers, right? You doing dangerous things because you want to say, I feel alive, I feel human. What does it mean to be alive? Get it. And I appreciate that you understand that you want to see how far that the human body and human mind can go. You want to see if you can break or surpass limits. But think about it. They thought they had it all figured out. And they were very optimistic because they were good at, they were good at what they've done. They've been doing it for years. And they met a tragic end, right? Because you got to remember, fortune ran out. You see what I'm saying? So having too much Jupiter energy, you got to remember, it can expand your optimism to the point where you don't see nothing going wrong. Or you like, if it do go wrong, I'll be okay. And I'm like, no, you don't want to. Hell nah, you don't want that to happen. Real talk, right? And now let's look at it from relationships. Some of y'all feel like, okay, well, and this will fuck a lot of y'all up. I'm in a relationship. I love him. I love her. A lot of y'all so optimistic and y'all so secure. That's why y'all ass getting cheated on. A lot of people, and I'm keeping it a buck, a lot of people like to take advantage of people who won't go looking for shit. People like y'all, people who have blind faith and blind trust, people who sneaky and secretive, oh, they love y'all. Y'all ain't gonna check shit. Y'all ain't gonna look for shit. Y'all gonna be loved and appreciated more than anything, right? Because people get to do whatever the fuck they want to do in peace. And they still get to have you. You see how Jupiter is kind of blind. He making you have more optimism. Oh, no, everything's going to be all right. Well, because you can't do that. You can't worry about that all the time. Yeah, and then you still get fucked up no matter if you did worry or not, right? So, because you got to remember, in between good and bad luck, some things about human nature just is, right? You see what I'm saying? And it's how you deal with it. But back to the Jupiterian understanding. That Jupiter shit can really blind you. Oh my God, I'm the luck. Let me tell you something. Luck can run out. That's the thing. You don't want to test, especially death-defying things, crisis event, apocalyptic type of things, that in scenarios that are in your life or could possibly happen in your life. You don't want to really chance that shit. You see what I'm saying? So a more negative, ill aspect of Jupiter, you don't want to really be sitting around playing with that shit. Let me tell you something. Adolf Hitler in Vedic astrology is a Sagittarius ascendant. That is ruled by Jupiter. Look at what his belief. He was optimistic about what the fuck he thought. He didn't see shit wrong with burning them people in them concentration camps. You see how that's a negative philosophical outlook that's still stemming very deep rooted inside of that philosophical Jupiterian Sagittarian nature. So yes, y'all, listen, I really want to give y'all just a quick rundown on, like, you need to be careful with that Jupiter. Jupiter is not no planet to play with, right? It is the guru, but you got to remember, sometimes the guru and the spiritual teacher be the harshest person. Okay, they gonna keep punishing your ass and putting your ass in your place until you get shit correct to where you don't have to keep, you know what I'm talking about, fucking up and need help. That's real talk. But other than that, though, y'all, listen, I'm glad y'all tuned in. Now you got a good understanding of why you don't play with Jupiter. Well, Saturn, no. All these planets have a good and bad aspect to them. Always remember that. All Saturn got good things and it got bad things. But Saturn is, you know what I'm talking about, traditionally called a malefic planet. So that's it's a planet that brings more hardship. You see what I'm saying? And Jupiter's called the great benefic, right? But what if you have in your chart scenario where you're receiving more blessings from Saturn through hard work and practicality, and way less from Jupiter, which is kind of like sheer wisdom and philosophical understanding about life? You see what I'm saying? That's real shit. But other than that, y'all, if y'all want y'all birth chart read, y'all know where to come follow me at. Listen, go to all my links. Check this out. Go to my Facebook page, Inferno Rex, especially. I'm on there every day posting new content and making statuses that you probably would all love and find very fulfilling. But other than that, I will talk to y'all ass later. Peace.